Now let's start this launch webinar. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining this exciting event where we're going to announce a groundbreaking product. I'm Kisson. I'm thrilled to share with you the world's first messenger with AI long-term memory. It's a messenger with AI with memory. I know you're definitely wondering, who the hell are you and why the hell do I need another messenger when I already have 5, 6, or more? Well, let me first answer, who the hell am I? I'm Kisson. I've been on the journey exploring AI and long-term memory for 3 years. So more than 3 years ago, I co-founded Mindverse AI, where we built the agent store MindOS and a personal second brain MeBot. For me, AI second brain with memory solved personal information overload. But along the path, I realized that actually 70 to 80% of the information was work-related. So among the 170 messages I send out daily, probably only 20 are personal. So before I need a second brain for myself, I probably need a separate second brain for work. And that led me to Tanka. We live in a world where communication is everywhere, yet nothing stays in one place. Organizations worldwide use an average of 112 SaaS applications and at least 2 communication tools, including emails. Well, think about your day. You wake up to emails, WhatsApp pings, calendar invites, you reply, jump to Jira, compare updates, read notifications, and then all of a sudden, disturbed by Slack message. Hey, why is this project delayed? Knowledge workers spend about 2.5 hours per day searching for information. And they switch between apps every 6 minutes on average, causing a 40% reduction in productivity due to cognitive load. More and more people are becoming ADHD due to the information overload and shorter attention span. And if you're a manager, it gets worse. Think about the last time someone resigns. How many hours did your team spend on handover? Ever thought, why can't we just upload their knowledge to the cloud and then download it to the new hire? You're not alone. Fortune 500 companies lose $31.5 billion annually due to knowledge loss caused by employee turnover. But let me tell you, today is the day you say goodbye to those pain. Tanka is your painkiller. It's not just another messaging app, not just another productivity tool. It's your digital employee in the form of a software. It's an extension of your mind. It's an extension of your team's collective intelligence. A digital employee with the whole world's public knowledge and all of your team's memory, who keeps learning and evolving with your team 24/7 in the form of a software. We think that that is the next generation of SaaS. Remember how SaaS changed the way we used software? With modular templates, well, it was great invention compared to traditional software, but SaaS still has its problems.
The problem is that they're not so smart and they're not so easy to use. So
I'm not sure if you can hear the voice or not. We seem to have some problem with the sound here. So the problem is they are not so smart and not so easy to use. Great that you can hear the sound.
The problem.
Right. Now, the thing is with, think back to the BlackBerry keyboard. Before the iPhone, that was the standard interface. SaaS interface today, well, it's the same thing, right? Too many buttons, too much friction. And today, we're going to hide these interfaces behind intelligence, so you get work done just by talking. Introducing Tanka, the clean, easy, and smart interface, as easy as the touch screen, and as smart as the iPhone. Actually, no, smarter than the Apple Intelligence. Now I'm going to show you some amazing things Tanka can do for you and your team. We know you don't want another messaging app. Tanka is an all-in-one place to check the important messages. It integrates with email and with other messaging tools, so you don't have to switch. And for marketing folks who need to reply to colleagues on Slack and to clients on email, this is amazingly smooth. And soon we'll integrate with Notion, Google Docs, Jira, Asana, and so on. And what's better? AI Smart Reply. This is Smart Reply. Am I kidding? Yes, I am. This is Tanka Smart Reply. No buttons, no prompts, no templates. Just swipe up. And this is quite addictive, I'm telling you. It's really smooth, isn't it? But it's still not enough for us. We want it to be in your language style, with your work memory, and across all integrated platforms. What do I mean? You'll see. In your language style. With few short learning, Tanka mimics your own language style. It can be casual and fun with your colleagues, and polite and patient with your clients. It can even have emoji. So if you compare this message with the previous message that I sent, this is way much more brief, because that's how I communicate with my team. And it can sometimes be even more bossy than myself, really. So the more you chat on Tanka, the better it learns from your style. And two, with your work memory across all platforms. Where sometimes clients and investors send us messages that require specific data or information. And other AI tools won't give you the accurate answers because they don't know. Well, here's the difference. Tanka responds with memory, and its memory is from and applicable to all platforms. Imagine this. A friend messaged you on your private mailbox, asking for information about your product. Now, instead of crafting a long product introduction yourself, Tanka writes this exact answer for you within a second. And it can even reply to schedules. So someone asks you about schedule, it has access to your calendar, and it can smart reply with the right schedule. 3, there are times where we receive voice messages, and we probably don't have time to listen to it yet. But don't worry, Smart Reply reads voice message too. And it even reads files and gives reply without you even opening the file. And what if you want to reply to earlier messages? Can't just swipe up, right? Don't worry. You can also reply to any specific message. Just right-click. There you go. And what if you don't like the reply? Can you change? Yes, of course. You have full control. You're the one who chooses whether to send it out or not. If the response is not nice enough, you can always regenerate or edit before sending. And if you have a specific idea in mind, you can type in a few words and let AI generate a full answer. And what's even better, very soon, by the end of this month, you can just speak and swipe. With Smart Reply, you can send elegant, sophisticated emails back to your clients while holding your morning espresso, walking to your office. Now, let's talk about AI memory, where it comes from and why it changes everything. On average, 140 billion messages are sent on WhatsApp every day, equivalent of 46 messages per person per day. Now, think about the most important message that you sent last week, last month. Can you still recall? Every day, so much information gets exchanged through conversations, but less than 1% retained. And the retained information, it overloads your brain and makes you more and more anxious and forgetful. Now Tanka solves that. We built a whole set of memory model called MemGraph to retrieve useful information from your chats, email, documents, and so on. And then we structure every piece of the memory into a knowledge graph, just like an index of a book. And the graph updates itself and connects the dots. When more complicated tasks are required, it then generates all these connected dots together and generate the answer. Let's look at the memory my Tanka extracts for me. It's organized in such a beautiful way. It shows you your follow-ups first, and then what you have already done, and what insights or decisions get shared. And you can check your checklist or add any to-do to the calendar. So it will remind you. So this is perfect for folks who like to send reminders to themselves on email or on WhatsApp, because all these messages goes to Tanka and then goes to your checklist here. memgraph is very different from the popular vector database or RAG technologies companies usually use. So basically, it's like a list of book names versus an intelligent and smart librarian. What can a librarian do? They can give you not only the book names, but also book insights. And they can even discuss with you and give you additional inspirations. And that's exactly what Tanka AI Assistant can do with memory. You can ask it to summarize your work, like here right now, summarize my performance and achievement in the last quarter, and here is the report. Or you can ask it to summarize all your unread messages when you come back to the holiday, from the holiday. So here I have like 20 unread messages. I can just ask my AI assistant to summarize all my unread messages, so I don't have to spend a lot of time reading. There we go. Well-structured bullet points. Or if you want to pay attention to a specific colleague, let's say your boss, you can just ask AI to summarize them across all chat groups too. But don't worry, your AI can only see the message that you can see. It won't be able to see your colleague's message if you cannot see them yourself. So here's the message from a certain person. And if there are any message that are, let's say, unclear, for instance, this message, I don't know the specific context of this message. I want to know more. But instead of asking my colleague, hey, dude, say more the next time, I can just ask my AI, can you provide more context of this message? And there you go. It will read the whole thread and generate the context and help me learn more about this message. And when there are links or PDFs in the thread, which we often receive, you can also do a lot of things with that. You can save it to memo, or you can save it to co-memory. I'll introduce this concept later, but basically it's like notebook LM. Or you can ask your AI to summarize or provide more insights about this PDF without you even downloading it. And meanwhile, we know that there are some tasks that you often do with your AI. And there are some quick prompts that you can set up so you don't have to type every time. For example, summarize to do in the chat group. And these quick prompts can also be set into a specific reminder. For instance, a scheduled task. So every day, 8 p.m. or any time, it will send you all the summaries or all the follow-ups from the chat automatically. And here's one more thing. This is the co-memory, by the way. Just like Notebook LM, the difference is your whole group maintains this database, the co-memory of this chat group. So one more thing you can do with AI, you can collect client feedback, just like I'm showing here. So if you invite your clients to Tanka, or if you reply to your client, talk to your clients on email or on WhatsApp, and you integrate email and WhatsApp to Tanka, then Tanka will be able to summarize and collect all the client feedback and send to you in a beautifully summarized bullet point list. In the future, we also plan to integrate Tanka with CRM tools, so it's even more seamless.